Shalom, bendiciones, everybody. Daniel again here, One Love Caravan on the way to Zion. Once again here, explaining about history, because we're still on the history lessons here, because we go step by step, yeah, because we cannot just talk about very complex and let's say spiritual science, yeah, if we get not proper history behind, because again we deal with education. I just gonna show you this is our card. This printing is now, it's not so good. This is just a prototype, because we are now working on the, again we have, because we have the natural birth, we deal with natural birth, again the whole health aspect, whole health aspect is here in the Blue Cross. And in the end it's about again it's about roots and culture here, Rastafari. We have here then we have the symbols, the alphabets, it's about education, the alphabets from Africa, the symbols from Africa, from Ethiopia, from Ghana, from our ancestors, because again everything is coming from there. We will prove that. That's the whole thing. Yeah, that the so-called Europe is an illusion. Yeah, again, because Europeia, all these things, it's coming out of the Greek mythology. So the Greek, not the original Greeks, yeah, but then the later on the conquerors, yeah, of this region, yeah. So again, before we were all Ethiopians, yeah, and again there is white and there is black, and in between, like again I'm by myself, yeah, and with the blue eyes, and we would say, the blue eyes, they come from Atlantis and all these things, very interesting things, yeah. And there is some mystical stuff with the blue, sorry, because just a second. There's something interesting with the blue, yeah, because the sky is blue. Again, the sky is blue. Yes, so the positive organ is supposed to be blue, yeah, and when it's negatively charged, then it's the ions and all these things, under the microscope and all this science, right? It goes into red. When it's negatively charged, is red, and if it's positively charged, is blue. And the blue, and you have the blue and the red, yeah, the blue pill and the red pill, isn't it? The blue pill and the red pill, or is it the green pill? Is it the green pill or is it the blue pill and red pill? Anyhow, right, we are from the Blue Cross of the Holy Trinity, yeah, the Blue Cross of the Holy Trinity. Why is that so? Because again, the Blue Cross of the Holy Trinity, yeah, because it's the blue, it's the positive organ, it's the somehow the healing, yeah, has to do with the blue, okay? Somehow the sky is blue, yeah. That's why then the waters, like the sea or the lake, it appears to be blue, yeah, when the sky is blue, right? Isn't it? Because a reflection, so it's a mirroring kind of thing. What happened with the sea? Yeah, it's a reflection of the sky, so everything turns out to be blue. And there is this idea that in the beginning the blue was not visible. So if you see the rainbow, again you see the rainbow, yeah. This is the Ethiopian flag, yeah, the Ethiopian flag, the red, green, and the gold. And then it come all this, the other blue tones, yeah, the blue and the purple, this kind of indigo things. So yeah, but it's coming out of the blue. So first, yeah, was the red, green, and gold, yeah, and then it comes the blue. So it has, again, the blue cross. The blue cross is the blue cross of the Holy Trinity, because, again, the Holy Trinity, you know, it's Haile Selassie. It's meaning, yeah, the power and the might of the Holy Trinity. So again, you have also the red, green, and the gold, which is the original rainbow in a Trinity, yeah. So the body, mind, and soul, and you know, the Father, Mother, Child, and the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, you know, and all these things, it goes in Trinity. You have the tetrahedron, you have the tetrahydrocannabinol, you have the, you know, you have you know, the number 3, which is very mystical and very important. So again, the blue with the 3 and this, so we can explain this, yeah, very well, what is all about, yeah, and where is the history of it. So the blue cross of the Holy Trinity is something I found it by myself, yeah. It's something coming out of Daniel Pancadas, you know, our family here, the flag, and all this. It's created by myself, okay. I'm, as a sovereign, I do these things by myself, yeah. So, and again, these things now, very important people to understand. The blue cross is because the blue, it's linked to the spiritual world, yeah, and the red, that's why the red cross, yeah, and the red, and the, you know, it's linked to the physical world, yeah? So we don't support the Red Cross at all. I know that the Red Cross, it's not doing at all what they should do, what they're supposed to do. So again, we're talking about history here, okay, and we're talking about the origins of these things. So we were talking about Switzerland again. My mother coming from Switzerland. I was born in Switzerland and raised there. But with 19, I went to my father's country, let's say, yeah, country, Portugal, yeah, and so I lived there many years. So what is going on is that again, the Iberian Peninsula is actually the Hebraian Peninsula. It's an African peninsula, like the Arabic Peninsula. It's yeah, should be associated to Africa, to Tobia, and not to Europe or the Middle East or whatever. So again, the Iberian Peninsula, you have Spain and Portugal, right? It's coming out of the same. It's coming out of the Reconquista, right? So we have here now these fellas here, you know, and you can see it's these people. The Holy Week. It's saying here the Holy Week in Malaga. So the Semana Santa again is this people. It's the Catholic Church, right? Who conquered this area of the Iberian Peninsula because it was an African civilization here, Al-Andalus, right? And they were not Catholic at all. They were Hebrews, like let's say Jewish and Islamic and also Christian, yes, and they were the enemies of the Vatican. Again, that's why the Vatican, yeah, the Catholic Church, they wanted to conquer these people, yeah, and this is the origin of the Ku Klux Klan. You must understand that these people now, this is all taking place every year at the Semana Santa, you know, and we were 1 year in Ceuta, you know. You must understand that Ceuta, I will show you the proof, again, the proof is here because many times you can look it up also in the internet. Many times it's saying here, una familia en viaje en humanitaria, pide cruzar a Marruecos. So it means many times we appeared in the newspapers in Ceuta. 1 year in Ceuta. Ceuta is on the African continent, and Ceuta, it got colonized by the Portuguese first, yes. By the Reconquista, yeah. So when they conquered here the Moors, then they went to the stretch of Gibraltar, yeah. They went to the other side of Africa and occupied there, Ceuta, and then they went down to the coast, yeah, and they start to make their forts, yeah. They built their strategic ports and forts and castles, yeah, along the coast, the Portuguese, yeah. So Ceuta now, yeah, it is completely racist, yeah. Ceuta, it is completely fascist, yeah. Again, fascism. What does fascism mean? Fascism is coming from a faccio. Faccio is a torch, right? It's a torch with fire. So in the past, this kind of people coming from the church, you must understand, it's the one who painted, who invented the Jesus Christ character, being this white, blonde. This one, they invented this. Yes, Constantine and these people, they invented this. So there is a whole kind of idolization. Like there is this figures they put, like puppets, yeah, and they carry it, and this is called the Semana Santa. So again, it's going on here since the Reconquista, since 800 years. This is going on here, and it's just glorifying the Reconquista against who? Yeah, the Africans, the Ethiopians, the Moors. Yeah? So these people then, after again going to Africa, taking the African people as slaves and taking them beyond the Ethiopian Ocean, which then they changed to the Atlantic Ocean, yeah. And then they go there, continue with this ideology, yeah, with white supremacy and all these things. So the Ku Klux Klan, go trace it back, it's coming out of this, coming here out of the south of Spain, yeah, and out of there actually. South of Spain, actually it's coming out of north of Africa, yeah. So again, this is very important to understand that actually, again, me as white, and I have even this depigmentation that they call vitiligo, but it's just showing my ancestors, yeah. So again, white people also coming from Africa, yeah. Again, so white people coming out of an ice age, isn't it? And ice age, it was also the north of Africa. Again, it was ice. And you can imagine this, that this all around the globe, yeah, the white people they came out of the caves, you know, after the ice age. So that's why you have all over the place in the northern hemisphere. Yes, you have all over the place indigenous, let's say white, Caucasian, Aryans, whatever, how you want to call, this kind of people we look. But you have the blue eyes, yeah. It's very special also because, again, I had the pictures when I was a child. It was before this digital technology, yeah. So you had to still to go and reveal the photograph, with this. And many times on the picture my eyes, they were just red, they were red instead of being blue, they were red, yeah. And then you have to study this science, very, very interesting. But anyhow, I'm telling you that this Reconquista, it's very, 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 very very important to understand how this took place, yeah. And you have to understand that white like this bright skin people also here in the whole of the north of here, all around this here, all here you would have also white people, because actually in the Ice Age, you know, only around the equator, you know, it's like here, you know, here around the equator, there was no ice, but here for sure this was full of ice, yeah, and it's still on the African continent. So that's why you have this white Berber, Amazigh, and you have light-skinned tribes, lighter-skinned tribes all over the place in Africa. So they want to now put us into, we're still from Ethiopia, you know, again, the Tamahu, you know, was kind of a white people in ancient Egypt, in ancient Mitzrayim, wasn't it? And again, they were referred as the Libyans as well, and it's quite obvious, yeah? It's quite obvious that Shemitic tribes nowadays, like Amara, like Arabic, like these people, that they are a mix of white and black. This is without any doubt. But anyhow, so we're gonna continue with this history. Now as we reach the peninsula, and as we reach the Reconquista, you know, and this all comes out of jealousy, you know, it comes out of jealousy from this people, and this is the whole thing that the devil, you know, the devil is jealous about the human. You have to read again the scriptures and see, okay, when the human was created, the devil immediately get jealous, and that the whole problem started with the rebellion, yes, from the devil because of jealousy. So again, the jealousy and envy. So thank you very much for watching this, and we continue then soon. I have just to cover the sun. You see, the sun is very strong, and yes, thanks God, and see you soon with the continuation of the history of the peninsula here, and in specific Portugal, because Portugal is also a region of myself, you know, and it is in the Roman Empire we would refer this region as Lusitania, yeah, because the land of the light, you know. That's why I have the sun here again, and the red earth. You see the red earth. This is actually the Algarve, the south of Portugal. Again, Lusitania, you know, and then Alharb. That's why the word Algarve, yeah. Now it's say Algarve, Portugal, yes, but it was once known as Lusitania, and it was once known almost the whole of Portugal nowadays was once known as Alharb. Okay, so thank you very much. See you soon with more history about our origin here in Iberia. Yes, thanks, bless.